Time now for Football Friday Night, powered by WCTV.tv.
The wait finally over. High school football is back, and it's a week worth of excellent rivalries in South Georgia, including the War on 84, Brooks County at Thomasville.
And preseason action in the state of Florida. A lot of hype around this Lincoln Trojan football team, guys. They hosted Mosley at Gene Cox Stadium.
But first, few matchups better than the battle for the bucket.
Yeah.
Cairo hosting Thomas County Central, our game of the week on tonight's Football Friday Night. And as crazy as it is to say, we are here. Ryan Kelly, Alison, Posey, Sydney Wicker going to join us in a sec. But listen, South Georgia gets this week to itself, really. We'll have a couple preseason games in Florida, but overall,
showcase on South Georgia.
There is so much to learn from this.
I would say, and for good reason, too. A lot of good games. People think, like, oh, it's week one, not a lot going on. There was a lot going on tonight, guys.
There was absolutely a lot going on, and that includes at West Thomas Stadium. Cairo looking for revenge, because last year in the Jackets' nest, it didn't go so great. 50-7. It was a one-sided affair.
Well, a little bit of a one-sided affair, but a good rivalry overall. I mean, these two teams have played almost 50 times. Thomas County Central holds the slight edge in that one. So what would be the result tonight?
We find out in West Thomas Stadium, and we head to Sydney Wicker right now, who joins us from Georgia's hospitality city. Sid, I hope South Georgia football was everything we've told you it is.
I hope so.
Hey guys, can rivalry week be every week? I mean, come on, let's bring it on. This environment was epic. Fans on both sides had this stadium rocking through and through. Hey, let's stop talking, let's just get right into those highlights. Battle of the Bucket going down in Cairo tonight. Get things started with Thomas County Central quarterback Jalen Johnson. In his opening drive, he finds Trayvon Pringle with a catch for a Yellow Jackets touchdown. They're wasting absolutely no time. Cairo out on the field trying to see what they can do. The Makers hand it off, but they're going nowhere. That Thomas County defense shutting things down. Next offensive series, though, for the Makers, they finally get the ball moving. It's Corey Baker with the catch and the first down. It wouldn't take long for TCC to take things over, though, and they take it back to the end zone, this time for the QB keeper to make this one 17-0 early. Those Yellow Jackets students loving every second of it. Shining moment for Cairo, though, as they start to see some momentum before the half expires. They kick this one off. The ball is up and in the arms of the Jackets, but not for long. Cairo pounces on this one. They take it over. It's a Sir Maker's ball. Thomas County Central, though, would go into the half, leading this one 24-0, and it's all Thomas County Central in this one tonight as they go on to win this game 38-0. The bucket stays with the Yellow Jackets, and coach says he's looking forward to seeing this trophy in his office for the next year, and starting the season off 1-0 doesn't get any better.
You're either 0-1 or 1-0. There ain't no in between. And so being 1-0, get off the hump. You had a great summer. This continues to just give momentum into the season. I got that bucket in my office, get to look at it for another 365 days.
Guys, I don't know what was better, this game or that smile on Coach's face after it all. I gotta say, there's nothing like football here in Georgia. This game of the week couldn't have gone any better. Guys, what do you think?
Well, I think there's some folks in the Syrup City who may disagree with you, Sid. But overall, a fantastic introduction to what South Georgia can be this season. 38-0 your final. Now, I know Cairo was dealing with some injuries, particularly along their lines, but this is a team that lost its starting quarterback, lost its wide receiver number one, lost its leading rusher. They went out and they put up a 38-0 burger on one of their biggest rivals.
And you have to think, not even losing a quarterback that broke Charlie Ward's record. And I think we all know who Charlie Ward is. So huge win.
He's all right.
He's all right. Huge win for Central tonight. But Cairo, down but not out. It's week one of the season, Ryan. Anything can happen.
A lot more to go, and a lot more trophies to win. The Syrup pitcher's still up for grabs.
100%.
GHS as well. We are just getting started here on Football Friday Night. Bainbridge, Thomasville, Brooks County, Seminole, doesn't matter who you cheer for, plus a little bit of Florida sprinkled in. It's all coming back on your Football Friday Night. For the second straight year, we are looking for the best student section in all of the Big Bend in South Georgia for our battle for the banner. Of course, we're going to give that banner out to whoever is the best student section of the year. We'll nominate 2 from South Georgia, 1 from inside Tallahassee, and 1 for the Big Bend at large. And by the way, tonight, of course, our nominee had to be the reigning champions, the Cairo syrup section. Yeah, the syrup section. I actually kind of like that. That's a keeper. You get that one for free.
Credit us.
Awesome stuff from them. Of course, they didn't have much to cheer for tonight, but they'll have plenty to cheer for throughout the season. More South Georgia coming back on your Football Friday night. Welcome back to your Football Friday night. Alison, rivalries.
Right, yeah, I can't. That's 3 times fast, buddy. I can't do that. We were talking about good rivalries, though, and we didn't have just one. We had 2 tonight. Yeah, Battle for the Bucket and the War on 84, always a good one. Thomasville hosting Brooks County. The Dogs, they lead this rivalry 16-11. So at home tonight, would they use that to their advantage and keep it going? The Trojans did take it last year. Dogs looking to get it back in their favor tonight. And Ryan, little surprise coming for you in this one. Going to make you wait, though. Dogs moving the ball well. Cam Hill connected with Nigel Pittman. He's tripped up inside the 10. They'd score a few plays later. Got to wait for that surprise, though. It's got to be full effect.
She's literally been teasing me with this for 2 hours.
Here we go. Chris Cole out of the Wildcat. Brooks County scores. He's taking it in for 6. We're locked at 7-all. And here come the Dogs on the other end. Jay Randall taking the snap. Takes it himself. And here is your surprise. We got the light show going at Veterans Memorial. It is 14-7. Worth the wait?
Yeah.
I got you. Worth the wait. Thomasville led 28-13 at the half, and they led when it mattered, too. 42-20, your final score.
Let's head to Ohio.
How many times did you say that? Yeah.
The winningest program in history, the 3rd winningest program in history, Valdosta, Massillon, so many titles, so many championships, and so many yards for Todd Robbins, Shakavius Wright, getting it down the far sideline. See you later, all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Cats would punch that in just a little while later. Todd Robinson, Eli Lewis over the middle. Easy lunch touchdown. BHS. Wildcats got it going there. And here they go again. This screen to Prince Jean is off to the races. Near sideline, 3 defenders. Yeah, Larry, Curly, and Mo ain't going to catch him. Touchdown, Valdosta. Yeah, obstruction. I promise this isn't baseball. However, it was bad news in the end for the Cats. Massillon storms back to win this game, 28-17.
Bainbridge, an Elite 8 team a season ago, at home tonight to kick off the season against Eagles Landing. Opening drive, Cam Sanders finding Antavius Murphy for a big gain. He's tripped up. Keenan Phillips rushed for 206 yards tonight, Ryan. This, the first of his 3 touchdowns.
And he did that on 17 touches, by the way.
That's pretty good. Just that kind of night for the visitors. Big game erased by a fumble here.
Yeah, watch this, because he's going to go and go and go. And if you're Eagles Landing, you're just looking for anything. And then,
and he coughs it up. And Bainbridge gets it. There you go. Bainbridge, they cruise. Easy big win for a week 1, 55-3 over Eagles Landing.
Yeah, smiling faces at Centennial Field. Clinch County, of course, historically one of the best small schools in South Georgia. Berrien coming off their first winning season in almost 30 years. They would see each other tonight in Homerville. How about this? A deep heave, a huge game. Zachary Davis gets it down in the red zone, and the Rebs are just cooking. But on the other end, Clinch is okay with the running game too. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's an awesome block on top of all of this stuff. Jeremy Bell, a huge gain. I'd say it probably took about 7 reps on top of that. But Berrien, lethal on the ground too. Anything you can do, I can do better. Because, Autry Stabby maybe didn't have to fake out all those guys, but that one counted for 6. 35-14, though, Clinch gets the last laugh.
Battle for bragging rights at Pelham. The Hornets hosting the Hornets of Cook. All the buzz in Pelham tonight. Pelham defense started out on a good note. Keep an eye on Jimmy Battle coming out of nowhere to take down Folsom Drew for no gain. That's a reason to celebrate, but celebration didn't last too long. Ryan Drew finding Kyrie Fuller, who just runs through that defense. Bowling ball, see ya, knocking him down. Eventually into the end zone, it was 8-0 after the 2-point conversion. Then Cook on the attack again. Drew connecting with Nyshawn Wallace. He's going to weave his way all the way to the end zone. Keep on going, man. 15-0 early second quarter in this one. Cook blanking Pelham. So the Hornets of Cook get the win. So 28-0 over the
there
Hornets
you go. Donaldsonville, Big Green Country, Seminole County at home, opening up their season against Kendrick, the war chant in the air, and Devin Gale on the ground. This one on 4th down, they roll the dice. The Indians score quick 14-0 with about halfway to go through the first. Seminoles now taking to the air. Kamari Johnson all the way behind the defense. 20-0. They missed the PAT though. Big Green up 20 zip. Another short field, another short run. This one for Terry Daniels, right up the gut. Nice win for the guys at Donaldsonville. 53-16, your final score.
Good way to start the season. Over in Early County, the Bobcats hosting Miller County, taking on the Pirates. No pun intended. It was all early in this one. First play of the game, hand off to Kendarius Boyd. He would take it all the way to the house. Keep on going. Nothing but green in front of him.
See ya.
Yeah, he's a lot faster than the rest of those guys. Nobody around him. Anthony Wade coming up with the big stop on third down. Check out that defense. Gotta love it. Bobcats driving downfield for another touchdown. They go for the 2-point conversion. They get it. It's 15-0. But when you think the Bobcats going to strike again, how about the INT in this one? And can we get a final score? Here we go.
Take a look-see at your final, y'all.
There we go. Early County, 29-15 over Miller.
All right, let's keep it moving because it was a big night in Georgia. It was a wild week one. But we do have some Florida games.
Cannot forget about our friends in Florida. A lot of big preseason matchups in Florida. So working out the bugs this week because of week one. It all matters next week. We got plenty of preseason games for you guys. Starting with Lincoln High School, one of our teams to watch this year in the Big Bend. The Trojans not taking things easy this week either. Hosting Mosley High out of Panama City. The defense on display early. Lincoln not giving the Dolphins any ground. Chancey Warren explodes into the backfield. Big loss there. Into the first quarter. Finally, the offense waking up. Malik Denmark with the keeper. He's got one idea, and that is to find the end zone, flipping it in. 7-0 Lincoln. Early second quarter now. Trojans back with the rock. This time, it is Christian Sims airing it out. Beautiful toss. He's always had an arm. Jaquel Whitehead for 6. Doesn't get any prettier than that. Lincoln up 14-0. They did not let up. Lincoln pitching a shutout. 35 zip over Mosley.
Good on the Trojan student section, filling up Childs High School. Gene Cox
battling for the banner.
Stadium, Leon and Rickards. How about a little JV love? We don't get to do this a whole lot. First quarter, Aaron Johnson Jr. fields a kickoff, decides to work it all the way to the his-a. Yeah, that'll impress the varsity guys. Quick tutty for the Raiders. Varsity took over. Benjamin Henry finds the big fella. Jalen Wiggins. No one's bringing him down. Raiders on the board with the varsity. Later on in the second, Henry airs it out. Just Sean Frazier gets it. Awesome stuff. 14-0 Raiders. That's how it would end. This one ends a little bit early because of what you may have heard about earlier, but it is the Raiders who get the 14-0 shut.
Big win over in Jackson County. Marianna taking on Sneads tonight. The Pirates, a regional final team last year. And I know it's a preseason game, but this is a rivalry game.
It is.
Speaking of, there are a lot of rivalries week one in Georgia. Like, let's go. I'm all for it. Visitors drawing first blood. Bulldogs in white on offense. The keeper from R.J. Mays breaking it to the outside. Nice gain of 20 yards. Marianna down inside the 40 after a quarter change. Amari Clemens not going to be denied into that end zone. 7-0 Marianna. Sneads going to counter back with their Division I bell cow, Jason Patterson, the smooth 25-yard gain. That's going to lead to a direct snap to who else, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah, that would
Here we go. Let's get a final on this one. Marianna and Sneads. Who's going to get the dub tonight?
Well, honestly, we don't know.
We don't know.
This was one of the few that we couldn't
Call it
find.
in, guys.
So if you know our number.
Yeah,
you know where to reach us. Thankfully, however, we do know where a lot of teams ended up, so let's head on over to the big board and figure this on out. Tough loss for Brookwood out of the gate.
Yeah.
56-41 on the road against Frederica. Bacon, Lanier gets the best of Bacon. I'm kind of interested to see how Lanier looks this
Yeah, I bubbled the wrong one in on that.
Hey,
Times are
it'd
hard.
be that way sometimes.
Yeah, Wacoa getting the big preseason win over Madison County in Florida. North Florida Christian falling to Hawthorne, but a Hawthorne very good one rural team, so can't hang your head out on that one.
Yeah, lots of good stuff. Getting ready for a huge season that starts in the Big Bend next week. Play of the week, game of the week. It's all coming up right after this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is official. You are the first.
Good things come to those who wait, Ryan. And Godby High School, they have been waiting a long time. Think it was worth the wait, though. The Cougars debuting that beautiful new turf field. Gotta be the final public high school in Leon County to get that turf field. You gotta go all the way back to 2018. Gene Cox Stadium kind of started that whole trend, and then each school got it, and gotta be, like I said, patiently waiting, and it paid off. That turf was beautiful.
Everybody's got it. Can't wait to see everybody playing on them
100%.
this fall. Play of the Week nominees.
Play of the Week nominees.
Let's do Play of the Week nominees, shall we? Because here it is. We'll start things off. TCC quarterback Jalen Johnson to Trayvon Pringle. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. The Jackets get the touchdown. They climb the ladder and the big win.
That sets up this. Taylor Jacobs threading the needle. This was last night over 3 defenders. Ryan Sumner hauling it in. Extra point is good, and it is 7-0.
Yeah, Child's varsity looked really sharp.
They did.
Jeremy Bell, Clinch County, 1 Berrien Rebel, 2 Berrien Rebel, 3 Berrien Rebel, 4. An awesome pancake in between. It took a whole lot of dudes to get this done, but they did get it done, however, not before a huge game. Head to Twitter at WCTV Sports to vote your favorite. Or later on this season, we will be moving that poll back to WCTV.tv.
Yes.
And by the way, we'll be doing this all for a plaque.
We will be doing it all for a plaque. So you get your votes in, you get a plaque, we come out, we give it to you, get your face on TV, and everybody loves it. Everybody wins.
And if you want your face on TV next week, head to the Jackets Nest, because where else were we going to be? The War of the Roses, the Rose City rivalry, Thomas County Central and Thomasville, both with huge wins here in week 1.
Absolutely.
The Dogs and the Jackets going to get a lot of line.
Yeah, and we talk about rivalries. A lot of rivalries tonight. That's a big one, and we want to see you there.
The 30th anniversary of the repeat on Jackson Street. There will be a lot of fond feelings from Yellow Jacket.
Absolutely.
faithful.
And if you want to talk about it, stick around. Hop on Facebook Live. Friday night football, Friday night overtime. We're talking about everything, so join us.
Absolutely. Good stuff,
There you
Posey.
go.
Have a good night, y'all.